You're in the middle of a battle and you don't find yourself feeling that loving connection. So what do I do now? If you've ever asked yourself this question, we're glad you're here. Over the last few decades, we've been teaching parents, educators, and other adults who live or work with children how to get through the really tough times, all those everyday pull-your-hair-out moments, without losing sight of the bigger picture. Okay, well, occasionally losing sight, but only temporarily. In this book, you'll find the tools you need to deal with the inevitable conflicts between adults and children. Chapter 1. Dealing with Feelings. Why can't they just be happy? When you thought about life with children, before you had any in your life, we're guessing you imagined good times. By now you may have discovered that the reality of life with kids often looks different from the fantasy. When faced with conflict or misery, we want to get back to the happy scene we have in our heads. But our most valiant and well-meaning efforts to be helpful or to fix a problem can end up making things worse. That scene might play out something like this. Your child says, "You said I could have a granola bar." Now you're thinking, this is not worth a meltdown. So you say, "Don't get so upset. I'll buy more granola bars later. Have some yogurt." "I want a granola bar now, not later. I hate yogurt." Why is it that when we try to calm kids down, they sometimes get more worked up? Our intention is to be soothing, to teach them that this tiny bump in the road of life can be driven over without crashing the entire vehicle into a ditch. It will be okay. But the message they hear is a different one. You can't have what you want, and I don't care because your feelings are not important enough to bother about. Now the distress is doubled. Added to the original disappointment over the missing granola bar is that lonely feeling you get when you realize nobody cares that you're sad. It's true that for adults, a granola bar ranks way down on the scale of global disasters. But for a disappointed kid, that missing treat is just as upsetting as any of the petty disasters that befall us grown-ups during the day. Your annoying coworker constantly uses your pens and doesn't replace them? Stop complaining. It's not a big deal. Your friend shared your personal health problems with the whole neighborhood? You're overreacting. Don't be so sensitive. The mechanic overcharged you to repair your transmission and it broke down again a week later and he wouldn't give you a refund? Hey, that's life. No use getting upset about it. Don't get mad at us. We're just trying to help you by explaining why you're wrong to feel bad. It's pretty infuriating when our own disappointments, admittedly insignificant in the grand scheme of things, are summarily dismissed. When someone tries to calm us down by minimizing our troubles, we end up feeling worse. And we may even direct a fresh wave of irritation at the person who was trying to help. Our kids are no different. Even trained professionals can unintentionally aggravate an aggrieved child. For example, a child says to her teacher at school one day, "I lost my tooth. I brought it to school this morning and now it's gone." Typical strategy number 1, denial of feelings. What we say, "That's nothing to cry about. You have plenty more baby teeth." What they hear, "Your feelings are unacceptable. There's something wrong with you." Typical strategy number 2, advice and helpful suggestions. Here's what we say, "When the next one falls out, you should keep that one at home." What they hear, "You can't figure out the simplest things for yourself." Typical strategy number 3, questions. What we say, "Why didn't you put it under your pillow? Why would you bring something that small to school?" What they hear, "You did it because you're stupid." Typical strategy number 4, philosophical lecture. What we say, "If you bring something so tiny to school, it's bound to get lost. Besides, you don't need that baby tooth anymore. You're going to grow a nice big tooth in there. You should be happy." What they hear, "I don't care how you feel." Typical strategy number 5, comparison. What we say, "Hey now, try to act your age. Even the kindergartners don't cry like that." What they hear, "The kindergartners are better than you. I like them more." Typical strategy number 6, blame and accusation.